Welcome to Retirement with Jim. So today our subject is there a perfect age to retire? So before we get started, if you like my channel, like my content, please consider subscribing, helps the channel grow. And feel free to leave comments. Love to hear from you, and love to hear what your thoughts are. So with that, let's go ahead and get started today. So today the weather outside is not cooperating. I am not in my golf cart. I am back in the library where I am going to stay a little bit more dry and comfortable and go from there. So today the subject is there a perfect age to retire at? So there was a study done by Mass Mutual Insurance asking that specific question. And they took a survey of over 2,000 retirees, what they thought, the perfect age was. And many of them really came down, and what their conclusion on their survey was that 63 was the magic number. Now, reason for that, according to them, is at 63, between 63 and 64, you are young enough and healthy enough to really enjoy your retirement, to go out and do things and have a great retirement because you're young enough and healthy enough, and you can get out and go. It's also a time when they say you can reinvent yourself. You can decide on a new phase of your life, something new to do, something different. For me, I'm doing these videos. I love doing these videos. They're really quite enjoyable. But whatever your thought of whether it is to reinvent yourself or go into a whole different way of life, it's a great time to do it. Now, along with that, they're saying that at 63, you have a good balance between your health and your security. What you have saved and how comfortable you are with your bills and what you do with your life. So also at that age, 63, you have a great opportunity for tax benefits, and by that I mean that the IRAs, the traditional IRAs and 401ks, it's a perfect time to take some of that, if not quite a bit of that, and move it over into a Roth IRA. And a reason for that is the tax implications are, you don't know what taxes are going to be, of course, once you retire. And by moving that into a Roth and you pay your taxes and you pay that conversion fee up front, you usually have a 5-year vesting period. So by the time you need that money, you're well past the vesting period, and you have, of course, then no penalties to worry about. Henceforth, it's a good tax vehicle because you've paid your taxes and you're in a good position. Along with that, the Roth does not require you to take required minimum distributions. You can let that money sit for kind of as long as you want. So that's another tax benefit. Along with that, you also then have the opportunity, as you take your Social Security, every year you wait and take it longer. So you can start at 62, is you get 8% more. So whether you take it at 63 or maybe wait till 64, you still are getting those tax benefits, and you're getting increased money you're getting from Social Security. So something to consider. Yeah. Bear with me, I'm looking down at my notes so I don't miss anything. And also, the longer you work, obviously, the more you save. So, it's certainly a plus there that as you do that work and you have continued years of working, you're going to continue to save money and have that money grow. Now, for me, personally, I took my retirement at full retirement age, which was 66. It made sense for me. It was the plan I took, the plan my wife and I put together, and it worked out well for myself. Now, did I see myself working to 70? Hell no, not a chance. I was not going to work until 70. That was 4 more years on the docket there, and I couldn't see myself doing it. So, once as a matter of fact, as I got to 65, I couldn't wait for that last year just to be done. So to wait 4 more years wasn't going to happen. Not at all. Um, so, but of course, the longer you do work, the more you do get to save. Now, another thing that is considered with the 63 age is more companies are changing their philosophy about part-time work and losing a lot of the vast experience that is retiring and going out the door. So they're making part-time work available and more flexible schedules available because they want to retain that more experienced workforce to be able to help with the younger, teach them, get them ready, get them set to take over when they really do leave. So it's important, that they have a steady workforce that's well prepared. And more companies have taken a different approach to that. So it's something to find out, does your company offer that? Do they have an interest in that? It's another way where you can ease your way into retirement and ease up your schedule and kind of get to know you're comfortable with it, you like it, and is it something that works out for both? Something to consider. Along with that 63 to 64 range, you are only a year or two from 65 from Medicare. So you're only covering a small amount of time before you're eligible for Medicare. And the nice thing is, if you are healthy and you're in good shape, then you're not having to worry about getting the most expensive plan. You're getting a plan that, just gives you basic coverage in case an emergency happens. You've got coverage and you're all set. Because once you, of course, hit 65, you get on Medicare. There you go. You are on your way. So the other thing to think about is, really, it comes down to this. In my opinion, there is no perfect age. There just isn't. It's truly personal. It's personal to you, and your situation is different from mine, who's different from Joe next door or Susie across the street. It is something that, because it is so personal and to what you and your family needs are, I don't believe that there's a perfect age. I just don't. I think that it's something that you got to work out all the details, and you got to do what common sense says is best for yourself. Look at me. It was 66 full retirement age, and that was really the plan all along, and it worked out well. But somebody else may say, hey, I want to get out when I'm 62 as soon as I can, or they're in between, maybe at 65 when they can immediately take Medicare. There's just so many different options, and, you got to think about. And you have to say to yourself, what truly matters? What's your history? How long do you expect to live? People are living longer. Doesn't mean they're going to work longer. They shouldn't have to. But a lot of things to consider. So with that, I'm going to tell you have a great day, and I will see you in the next one.